Good morning. I am Grant Alger. I use he, him pronouns, and I'd like to welcome you to Bucksmont Unitarian Universalist Fellowship's multi-platform worship, where, moved by love, we share lifelong journeys of growth, wonder, and healing, nurturing wholeness in society and spirit, creating a community of justice and compassion. I'd like to give a welcome to everyone joining us online and in person today. Members, friends, and those who may be newcomers to our community, welcome. As we begin our service, please take a moment to silence your cell phones. Thank you. If you are new to Bucksmont and visiting us in person today, please stop by our visitor center in the front hallway near where you came in. There you can also make a name tag for yourself and find more information about Unitarian Universalism, Bucksmont Fellowship, and upcoming events. If you'd like a hymnal or a printed order of service, those are available near the entrance to the sanctuary. If you are visiting us online or prefer digital methods, please email our office administrator, Beverly, to sign up for our email newsletter and to get connected to our congregation. You may also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Bucksmont UU. Each week in our service, we offer time for people to share a joy or sorrow from their lives by texting a phone number. That number is shared on screen for everyone now, and it will be shared again later in the service. If you would like to see the order of service, details about upcoming services, and other ways to gather with our community, you can find that on the homepage of our website, www.bucksmontuu.org. There's a lot happening at Bucksmont, and we'd like to highlight these announcements in particular. On Mother's Day, Sunday, May 12th, join Reverend Kevin and Karen Reaver for an important discussion about the Article 2 proposal, and the meeting is from 11:45 to 12:30 in the sanctuary. You will come away from this discussion with a better sense of why these changes are being proposed and how it may affect our shared covenant. And now we'll have also a special video announcement brought to you by the Auction Committee.
Good morning. Can you hear me okay? There we go. I am Reverend Sana Said, Congregational Life Staff at the Unitarian Universalist Association. I support congregations in the Philadelphia area, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and one of those congregations is your congregation. So I'm really glad to be able to be with you here today and connect in this way. Beloveds, I'm going to share our call to worship. As we gather in our sanctuaries, in our homes, or watch from mobile screens almost anywhere, we are all together. Those watching now on Sunday and those who may be watching months from now, we are joined together for worship across both space and time. This is a free, creedless religious congregation. In the discipline of truth and the spirit of universal kinship, we join together in a cooperative quest for religious and ethical values, seeking to apply these values to the development of character, enrichment of the spirit, and service to all. You are welcome here, whoever you are, whomever you love, whatever the color of your skin or your country of origin, no matter your gender expression or gender identity, whatever your age, however you define family, wherever you are at this time, and whatever the source of your faith, you are welcome here.
This morning, as we do each time we gather, we kindle our Unitarian Universalist chalice. We do so today with words from Chana Block. This is called The Joins. What's between us often seems flexible as the webbing between forefinger and thumb. Seems flexible, but it's not. What's between us is made of clay like any cup on the shelf. It shatters easily. Repair becomes the task. We glue the wounded edges with tentative fingers. Scar tissue is visible history. The cup more precious to us because we saved it. In the art of kintsugi, a potter repairing a broken cup would sprinkle the resin with powdered gold. Sometimes the joins are so exquisite, they say the potter may have broken the cup just so he could mend it. As we enter the sacred space of community and reflection this morning, let us enter knowing all of ourselves and welcome here, including the brokenness, the scars, the joys, the love we carry. Please light your chalice at home. Our common chalice is now lit.
Good morning, I'm Courtney Parker. My pronouns are they, she. Please rise in body or spirit as we sing hymn number 34, Though I May Speak with Bravest Fire.
Have the gift question, Leota? What's your question? Okay. Okay, we have to be very careful with Leota's nose, everyone, so just be gentle. My name is Melissa. I use she, her pronouns, and I am the Director of Religious Education here. Welcome, Cassie. She's my little helper, Cassie, aren't you? So, who would like to open our Wonder Box today? Can Harrison and Cassie do it together? Can you help? Gotta lift that up. Good. What are those things? It kind of does look like a decoration. Do we know what this is called?
Yeah, they're called mosaic.
Mosaic. Thank you, Harrison.
I made one.
You've made a mosaic, Leota? Thank you. So what is a mosaic?
It's a thing with a mosaic cactus at home.
You made a mosaic cactus. It's made with lots of pieces. Hey, 1 second.
And that's what I picked.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing, Nate. Harrison, what were you going to say?
It's pieces glued onto a picture.
Yeah, it's pieces that come together to make another picture. What are these pieces of? Can anyone tell?
Art.
Pieces of art. Or did they all come from the same art?
No.
No. Could these be like, I don't know, I have a bag of extra mosaic pieces in here. Let's take a closer look at these. Can we feel them or touch them? Ooh, I'm out of hands. So let's be gentle. They might be a little pokey.
They feel.
Do they feel like they could be like a broken plate or something like that? Maybe a broken mug or old tiles?
Old tiles, yeah.
Let's not hurt them, okay? Maybe old tiles. Could be a lot of different things, right? But they're not what they once were, are they? Do all of these pieces belong together in one baggie? No. Did they come from different places?
Yeah.
And do you think somebody, maybe Nancy Taylor, I don't know if she's here today, though these are her pieces, so thank you, Nancy Taylor, if you're listening. Miss Nancy, likes to take these pieces that come from all different sorts of places and put them together to make something beautiful, something new.
Yeah, but I made a paper mosaic with all the pieces connected together. They
Cool.
put it on the paper.
Yeah. That's great. Thank you for sharing about that craft mosaic. So lots of times when we make mosaics, we are taking broken things and creating something new, something exciting. It's a new way to explore. When something breaks, does that mean it's all done? No. We can make it into something new. We can create something new. Isn't that really amazing?
Yeah, I use metal to turn it into. My mom uses hot glue to glue it onto.
Hot glue can be a really important tool when making mosaics. Thank you. So, lots of times, humans, do we break sometimes? Sometimes, yeah, we can make mistakes or maybe we feel sick or we get bad boo-boos. And do we go back exactly the way we were? Okay. We change and we grow. And sometimes if we have a boo-boo, it might leave a mark even after the boo-boo's all better, right? And we're always growing and changing, which is pretty cool as humans, right? We're never going to look the same 10 years from now as we did 10 years ago. Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah. So we're kind of like mosaics, aren't we? Yeah, we're a lot of pieces that come together to make something pretty amazing. All right. Just like your stuffed animal. Yes. I think on that note, thank you so much, and we will head downstairs for some religious education.
The offering in liberal religion is a vital part of our history of faith. As a covenanted community, people who freely choose to be here, our voluntary giving is symbolic of that freedom of choice. Each week at Bucksmont, we share our offering with a different cause or organization in the community. For the month of May, we are sharing with Hat Packs. HAT, H-A-T, stands for Helping Around Town. The Hat Packs program provides packs filled with non-perishable breakfast, lunch, snack, and beverage items for school children and their siblings who face food insecurity in between the school bell. At this time, I'd like to invite Aaron McEwen to share, and Aaron McEwen and G.J. Schultz to share more about this important organization. Thank you.
Thank you, Grant, and thank you, everyone, for having us here today. My name is DJ Schultz, and I use she, her pronouns.
And I am Erin McEwen.
And we bring greetings from our third Hat Packs co-founder, Patsy Meck, who just couldn't be with us today. We are the co-founders of Hat Packs. Hat Packs was formed, we started thinking about this in 2017 when we heard from school counselors right in our local Hatboro-Horsham school district, Hatboro specifically. We had heard from our counselors that there were kids as young as kindergarten receiving parts of their free and reduced meal programs at school just to have something to eat over the weekend. So when we heard that, we couldn't not do something about it, and we gathered together like a mosaic, a whole bunch of people and pieces coming together, helping to fund this, but specifically, we partnered with our counselors throughout the school district. They helped us identify kids that were facing food insecurities over the weekend. And we packed, our first pack was in January of 2018. We packed 16 bags at one public school. Just this past week, we served all 6 Hatboro-Horsham public schools, and we served 384 children. Wow. Thank you. Take over?
So in these packs, we include 2 breakfast items, 2 lunch items, beverages, and as well, we try to stuff as many snacks in there as well. The kids in the free and reduced meal program often take snacks off of the teacher's desk, whatever's provided to them. So as we kind of progressed through the program, we found that the teachers were like, hey, could we get some snacks in those bags so that those kids could feel like they could bring something of their own, right? Something that we focus on with Hat Packs is it's not just mac and cheese. It's not just a milk in a bag, right? It's not just something you can eat, but it's about being seen and heard and understood and understanding that you're not alone and that someone's looking out for you as well. So that's one of our focuses, something that we look at. Yes, we are putting food into a bag, and yes, we're providing them with meals, but we want them to understand that we're there for them. In that same respect, we have grown past just meals and packs. We also run a birthday program where during their month of their birthday, they'll also get a birthday pack, which contains cake mix, frosting, candles, any kind of little like birthday things that they might need that might not be something that's provided for them. As well, we've started a costume giveaway. So we found that some of the teachers were expressing, some of the kids wouldn't participate in their Halloween parade because they didn't have a costume to wear to school. And so they would sit in the classroom by themselves while everyone else participated. So we also, again, we were like, no, we can't do that. That's not okay. If they want to participate, they should be able to participate just like anyone else. So we started doing drives to collect costumes, both new and used, and we set up a store for them, and they come in and they shop and they try on different costumes and pick out what they want to have, which has grown into a big thing for us as well. So we just want everyone to be seen and heard and understood.
So again, thank you for having us, and thank you for sharing with us and our kids, our Hat Packs kids. We have a brochure in the back, and we'll be here after the service if you have any questions or would like to learn anything else. Okay?
Thank you, DJ and Aaron. We ask that you participate in our morning offering in one of these ways. You can write out a check to Bucksmont and mail it into the fellowship. You may donate online now or at the end of our worship service, or you may place your donation in one of the baskets as they are now being passed. We will now receive the morning offering. Our community continues to grow and thrive due to generous donations of both time and money. For the many ways that you contribute and how it sustains this fellowship, we are truly grateful. In her article, Broken Plates Get a New Meaning with Kintsugi, The Art of Finding Beauty in Flaws, the author Laura Casely writes, behind kintsugi is a spiritual philosophy, wabi-sabi, or the embracing of an imperfection. A much-used, well-worn object, for example, is considered beautiful for its history and for how useful it's been. The cracks signify an event in the life of this bowl, the way a scar or a laugh line might signify an event in a person's life. The cracks in a dish are considered something to celebrate, not something to hide. It reminds us that the things we think are flaws, like scars, blemishes, wrinkles, or other signs of our own wear and tear, are actually signs of our unique growth and stories.
I'm like one of those Japanese bowls that were made long ago. I have some cracks in me. They have been filled with gold. That's what they used back then, when they had a bowl to mend. It did not hide the cracks, it made them shine instead. So now every old scar shows from every time I broke, and anyone's eyes can see not what I used to be, but in a collector's mind, all of these jagged lines make me more beautiful and worth a much higher price. I'm like one of those Japanese bowls. I was made long ago. I have some cracks you can see how they shine of gold.
Thank you for that beautiful song. As we journey through life, we encounter challenges, setbacks, and moments of profound transformation. Aging in particular is a journey filled with both joys and struggles as we navigate the complexities of growing older and embracing the changes that come with it. And when we talk about aging, I was reflecting on writing this sermon. I was like, it's easier for the young people to not think about aging. They're not prioritizing it because they have their whole lives ahead. They have lots of things that they're thinking about. But one of the things I really love about being a Unitarian Universalist is the ways that we do try to make it a priority for some of the young to think about it through our OWL programs that start in kindergarten, go through grades 12, and then we have young adult OWL, we have adult OWL, and then we have senior adult OWL, for everyone to think about how they're aging and help them to become empowered to think about their health choices and bodily autonomy. And this reminds me of how we are modeling being in community and caring for each other. OWL is an example to me of community care within Unitarian Universalist communities. There's profound wisdom and beauty in the journey of aging. And some of that profound lessons and how we think about the practice of community care can be connected to how we think about kintsugi. I learned about kintsugi while living in Tokyo for 2 years. I was actually practicing kintsugi, fixing a broken chalice, and I wish I had brought it here with me today to show you all, but it's still kind of fragile. But it is a beautiful chalice that came to me in broken pieces, and I was able to mend it using the art of kintsugi that I learned while I was studying in Japan. And I found it to be a very therapeutic practice. Kintsugi originates from Japan and is rooted in the Zen tradition of arts. It includes the process of repairing broken pottery with gold or silver or platinum. Rather than concealing the cracks and imperfections, kintsugi celebrates them, turning what was broken into something even more beautiful and resilient. Our earlier reading highlights how each golden seam tells a story of resilience, highlighting the inherent beauty in imperfection and the transformative power of repair and growth. Aging can be seen as a process of kintsugi where life's experiences and challenges shape us into beings of strength, wisdom, and resilience. As we grow older, we accumulate scars, wrinkles, and gray hairs, each marking a moment of growth, learning, and transformation, just as the golden seams highlight the fractures in pottery. Our aging bodies bear witness to the stories of our lives, reflecting the lessons that emerged from our lived experiences. In embracing the philosophy of kintsugi, we are called to see aging not as a process of decline, but as a journey of renewal. But the journey of aging is not one that we travel alone. Just as kintsugi requires the skillful hands of a craftsperson to repair broken pottery, so does aging require the support and care of a community. Community care offers an alternative to often an individualistic approach of something like self-care, recognizing that while self-care is valuable, it can sometimes place undue responsibility on individuals for their well-being. It challenges the notion that wellness and health should be earned privileges rather than fundamental rights. Factors such as ability, income, energy, age, geographic location can significantly impact one's access to self-care resources. In contrast, community care invites us to collaborate with others to meet our needs collectively. This becomes particularly crucial when large structural systems fail to provide adequate support. Communities come together to exchange skills and resources, pooling emotional and financial support so that everyone's needs can be met by sharing the responsibility for care. Individuals can receive the support they need while preventing burnout amongst caregivers. Community organizer Nikita Valerio once stated, "Shouting self-care at people who actually need community care is how we fail people." She highlights the importance of recognizing the limitations of self-care rhetoric, particularly for marginalized communities. As a person with South Asian heritage, the practice of community care connects with the collectivist culture I grew up in as a Pakistani. As a child, I lived in Karachi and remember living in a big house with my grandparents, several of my aunts and uncles, and a lot of my cousins. It felt like living in a co-op. Family members took turns to cook, clean, and look after the children, and the older children took turns looking after the younger children. And there were some adults that got fed up with it eventually, so we didn't last long in that situation. But we still really embrace this collectivist culture. For me, this is an example, a personal example of community care that I bring from my experience. And I wonder, what kind of examples do you have in your life of community care? In many cultures, including South Asian and indigenous communities, the practice of community care is deeply ingrained. In South Asian households, elders often live at home with their families, surrounded by support and companionship. This practice is rooted in the concept of extended family and community support, where younger generations take on duty, and in some cases, the privilege of caring for their elders in their old age. Similarly, in some indigenous communities, elders play a vital role in preserving cultural traditions and passing down knowledge to future generations, with community members coming together to provide support and care for them as they age. For some of us, elders may be people that we consider friends. They don't necessarily have to be people who are related to us. They can be part of our chosen family. They don't necessarily have to be related to you by blood. They could be people that you met who are neighbors, people that have come into your life at various milestones. I wonder, who do you consider to be an elder in your life? Or are you seen as the elder in the life of the people around you? The concept of community care extends beyond immediate relatives, encompassing neighbors, friends, and members of the wider community who come together to ensure that elders are not isolated or neglected, but are instead surrounded by a network of love and support. This collective responsibility for the well-being of each other ensures that people are able to age with dignity, respect, and autonomy, surrounded by the warmth and companionship of their community. So as we reflect on Kintsugi and the practice of community care, we are reminded of the importance of embracing the journey of aging with grace and solidarity. Just as the golden threads of Kintsugi weave through the tapestry of broken pottery, so too do the bonds of community care, connecting us to our shared humanity. Together we can create communities of love and support where every individual, regardless of age or identity, feels valued, respected, and cherished. However, community care is not without its limitations. It assumes that individuals have access to supportive communities, which is not always the case. Some may face isolation, social anxiety, or live in environments that are not affirming or welcoming. Even with technological advancements, connecting with supportive communities may be challenging for some folks. Bell Hooks once said, "One of the most vital ways we sustain ourselves is by building communities of resistance, places where we know we are not alone." For marginalized elders, accessing healthcare and community support is not only a matter of self-preservation, but also a form of resistance against systems of oppression that seek to erase their existence. We must recognize the unique challenges faced by elders who belong to marginalized communities, including LGBTQ+ elders, elders of color and disabled elders, and work to dismantle the barriers that prevent them from accessing the care and support they need. In addressing the systemic inequalities that impact marginalized elders, we must be willing to confront the root causes of injustice and work towards transformative change, including advocating for access to healthcare, equitable access to healthcare, and policy reform. Adrienne Marie Brown reminds us that in community, our potential is truly realized. What we have to offer each other is not merely unique anger, critique, commentary, ownership, and false power. We have the capacity to hold each other, serve each other, heal each other, create for and with each other, forgive each other, and liberate ourselves and each other. These are not new thoughts. This is what beloved community means. It is what we all long for and what we all need. So let us move into our weeks ahead in ways that affirm the beloved community. Let us also, regardless of age, embrace the journey of aging with grace and compassion for ourselves and others. And let us commit to ourselves to work of justice and solidarity with those who may need us as allies. May we root ourselves in communities where we are supported and cared for, where we feel valued and respected, and where the bonds of love and solidarity connect us in our shared humanity. May it be so. Amen.
Please rise in body or spirit as we sing hymn 93, To Mercy, Pity, Peace, and Love.
Let us now enter into a time of awareness within ourselves and connection beyond boundaries, connection to one another, to that interdependent web of life which we are but one small thread. As we breathe in, we are connected. As we breathe out, we are connected. Spirit of life, source of all that is good and true, we gather in this space with open hearts and minds. Grant us the wisdom to see the interconnectedness of all beings and the courage to act with compassion. During times of doubt, helplessness, and despair, may we find solace in the strength of community and each other, knowing that even in the darkest moments, we are not alone. Help us to nurture our spirits and cultivate a deep sense of resilience, recognizing that within us lies the strength to face what may lie ahead. Guide us in our quest for understanding, encouraging us to explore the depths of our beliefs while remaining open to the wisdom of others. As we move down the path of love, may we extend our hand of friendship to all who journey alongside us here, offering support and encouragement along the way. Let us be beacons of hope in a world yearning for transformation and peace. May we give ourselves grace and compassion when things get hard. May we spread kindness and compassion wherever we go. Grant us the courage to challenge injustice and have the strength to stand for what is right, knowing the arc of the moral universe bends towards justice. May we never forget the power of love to heal, to transform, and to unite us all in a common purpose. Let us continue to build a beloved community where all are welcome and all are loved. May it be so. Amen.
As part of our caring outreach to one another, we set aside a few moments to note both sorrows and joys in our lives. In these moments of peace and reflection, we turn our attention to one another. We hold each and all in our compassionate thoughts and the prayers of our hearts. This morning, we are dropping stones in water. The bowl includes some of the water we gathered as a community back in September, so it contains the love of our congregation surrounding each joy or sorrow. As we add the stones to the bowl of water, our experiences are given weight and depth. We add a piece of our own stories to the collective waters of our community. A place that also holds the memories of those who have gone before and anticipates those who have yet to arrive. To share the joy or sorrow you would like held by our caring community, please text the number that is now on the screen. Please include your name along with your sharing. It is the same number no matter how you join us today, and you can add it to your contacts for future weeks. I will read them aloud, and Sarah will drop the stones in the water. What is shared today will go out in our weekly caring notes for those who cannot be with us this morning. Please remember to include your first and last name with what you share. And now we will add a final stone for all the joys and sorrows that remain unspoken and deep within our hearts. With stones gathered and remembrances shared, we honor our joys and sorrows, those shared this morning and the many more that exist beyond words. Through our time together, our relationships are deepened and our community made whole.
Please rise in body or spirit as we sing Lean on Me, hymn number 1020.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow.
Our chalice extinguishing words this morning are from Reverend Cynthia Landrum. We leave this gathered community, but we don't leave our connection, our concerns, our care for each other. Our service to each other, to the world, and to our faith continues. Until we are together again, friends, be strong, be well, be true, be loving.
As our community departs from this service, may we remember all who came before. May we imagine all who will come after. May we honor all who are present with us here and now. In our time together, we create this community, one of promise, one of commitment, one of love and justice. In our time together, may each of us become a sanctuary for all we meet on the journey. May we go together now and return again. Go in peace.